Hello and welcome back to Beemaster 79. Today we are looking at 4 small words that learners of English mix up constantly. Still, anymore, yet, and already. Each one tells your listener something different about time and about whether something has finished. Get them right and your English immediately sounds more natural. Every example sentence in this lesson is invented for teaching. Here is the entire lesson on one slide. Still means something has not stopped. Not anymore means it has stopped. Not yet means it has not happened, but we are expecting it. And already means it has happened sooner than we expected. 4 words, 4 completely different messages. Let us take them one at a time. Word 1. Still. Still tells us that a situation started in the past and is continuing right now. It has not finished, and very often it carries a feeling of surprise that something is lasting longer than we expected. Unlike the other 3 words, still is comfortable in positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions. Now, where do we put it? Still normally goes in the middle of the sentence, and there are 3 simple rules.
The shop is still open.
After the verb be, still comes second.
I can still remember her face.
After an auxiliary or a modal verb, still comes second again.
They still live in Manchester.
But before an ordinary main verb like live, still goes first. Be, then still, modal, then still, but still, then a main verb. This next point surprises a lot of people. In a negative sentence, still comes before the negative auxiliary, not after it.
He still hasn't replied.
Still, then hasn't. We do not say he hasn't still replied.
I still don't understand. She still can't drive.
And notice the feeling here. Still hasn't replied sounds impatient. It suggests you are tired of waiting. Hold on to that because we will compare it with yet in a few minutes. Word 2. Not anymore. This is the exact opposite of still. Something was true in the past, but it has stopped. It is finished. 2 things to remember. The verb has to be negative, and any more goes at the end of the sentence.
She doesn't work here anymore.
She worked here before. Now she does not.
We don't go to that restaurant anymore. He isn't a student anymore.
In every case, the verb is negative, and any more sits right at the end. You cannot say he is a student anymore. Without the negative, the sentence collapses. You have 2 other options with the same meaning. Any longer works exactly like any more at the end of a negative sentence.
She doesn't live here any longer.
No longer is more formal, and it behaves differently. It sits in the middle of the sentence, and the verb is positive.
She no longer lives here.
And one spelling note. In British English, anymore is usually written as 2 words. In American English, you will very often see it written as 1 word, anymore. Both are accepted. Simply pick one and stay consistent. Word 3. Yet. Yet means up to now, and crucially it points at something we expect to happen. It is used in negative sentences and in questions, not in ordinary positive statements. The event has not happened, but the speaker believes that it will.
I haven't finished yet.
A negative, and yet is at the end. I have not finished, but I expect to.
Has the post come yet?
A question, and again yet is at the end. In British English, yet usually appears with the present perfect.
I haven't yet decided.
That third one is also correct. Placing yet directly after the negative is possible, but it sounds noticeably more formal. 2 extra points about yet. First, a regional difference. American English often uses yet with the past simple. Did you eat yet? British English prefers the present perfect. Have you eaten yet? Second, there is a formal structure, have yet to, followed by an infinitive.
We have yet to hear from the bank.
The verb form looks positive, but the meaning is negative. It means we have not heard from them, and we are still waiting. And word for, already. Already tells us that something happened before now, and usually sooner than we expected. It is used in positive sentences and in questions, but not with a negative verb. Its normal position is the middle of the sentence, exactly like still. The position rules are the same three you have just learned for still.
It's already dark outside.
After the verb be.
They have already left.
After an auxiliary or a modal verb. Notice have already left, not already have left.
He already speaks 3 languages.
And before an ordinary main verb. Now here is something useful. Already can move to the end of the sentence. When it does, it adds surprise, and this is extremely common in questions.
Have you finished already? Are you leaving already?
The speaker is not really asking for information. They are showing that this is much sooner than they expected.
It's midnight already.
Same feeling. Where did the evening go? Now let us compare them, because this is where the meaning really lies. Still and already both sit in the middle of the sentence, but they point in opposite directions.
He is still working. He has already finished.
The first is unfinished and continuing. The second is finished and finished early. Same position in the sentence, opposite messages. Comparison to, and in my experience, this is the pair that confuses learners the most.
I don't play the piano anymore. I haven't learned the piano yet.
Listen to how different those two lives are. In the first sentence, I used to play the piano, and then I stopped. In the second sentence, I have never played the piano at all, but I intend to. Not anymore looks backwards at something that ended. Not yet looks forwards at something that has not started. And comparison 3. This one is not about grammar at all. It is about feeling. Both of these sentences are perfectly correct.
She hasn't called yet. She still hasn't called.
The first is neutral. You are simply reporting the situation. The second carries exactly the same facts, but it adds impatience. You are signaling that the wait has gone on too long, so choose it deliberately, because to a native speaker it can sound like a complaint. Here is everything on a single slide. Still sits in the middle, and it works in positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions. Already sits in the middle or at the end for surprise, and it works in positives and questions, but not with a negative verb. Yet sits at the end in negatives and questions. And any more sits at the end in negatives and questions only. This is the slide to photograph. Pause the video here if that helps. Before we practice, 5 mistakes I hear constantly. Number 1. I have yet finished is wrong. Yet belongs at the end, and the verb has to be negative. I haven't finished yet. Number 2. She doesn't work here no more. That is a double negative, and it is not standard English use anymore. Number 3. I already have seen it. Already goes after the auxiliary. I have already seen it. Number 4. He hasn't still arrived is wrong. Say he hasn't arrived yet or he still hasn't arrived. And number 5. Do you still live here anymore? Still and anymore contradict each other. Choose one of them, not both. Right. Your turn. Fill each gap with still, yet, already, or any more. Read the sentence, decide, and say your answer out loud before I give it. Pause the video now if you need more time.
Number 1. It's midnight and Tom Blank hasn't finished his homework. Number 2. Have you booked your flight, Blank? Number 3. It's Blank, read that book. I finished it last week. Number 4. Sorry, I don't work in that department blank.
Here are the answers. Number 1. It's midnight and Tom still hasn't finished his homework. Still, before the negative, and it adds that impatient feeling. Number 2. Have you booked your flight yet? A question about something we expect, so yet goes at the end. Number 3. I've already read that book, a positive verb, and it happened sooner than expected. And number 4, sorry, I don't work in that department anymore, a negative verb describing a situation that has ended. Four more, same 4 words. This time, watch the sentence type and watch where the gap actually is.
Number 5. Are you blank waiting for the boss? Number 6. She hasn't replied to my email blank. Number 7. Is the shop closed blank? It's only 5 o'clock. Number 8. My grandparents don't drive blank. They take the bus now.
And the answers. Number 5. Are you still waiting for the bus? A question about a situation that is continuing and still comes after are. Number 6. She hasn't replied to my email yet. Negative, and we are still expecting that reply. Number 7. Is the shop closed already? Already at the end, so it carries surprise. It is much earlier than expected. And number 8. My grandparents don't drive anymore, a negative verb describing a habit that has stopped. Let us pull it all together. Still means it has not stopped. Middle position and before the negative. Not anymore means it stopped. End position with the negative verb. Not yet means it has not happened, but we expect it. End position already means it happened sooner than expected. Middle position or the end if you want to show surprise. And finally, remember the feeling. Still hasn't sounds impatient. Hasn't yet is neutral. So here is your task for today. Write 4 sentences about your own life, one with each word. Say them out loud and pay attention to position rather than speed. And the next time you are genuinely waiting for something, try using still hasn't instead of hasn't yet and feel the difference. Thank you for watching Beemaster79. Subscribe for more English and IELTS lessons, and I will see you in the next one.